everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 how are you? Hello, 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 how are you? I'm good. I'm great. I'm wonderful. What is that over there? It's the stoat wrapper. It's the stoat wrapper from the other day. Well, there you go. Let's yank this way a little bit. There we go. I had to take all the pictures down before somebody's like, what happened? I had to take all of the pictures down because when I was doing VR yesterday, one of the trackers kept like getting super wonky. And I was basically told like any mirrors, like this thing, any mirrors, any like reflective surfaces, just take all of that down so that we know for sure that's not the problem. And it wasn't, but I didn't take the time to put them back up. So there you go. Art. I'm really into art. Hello, guys. Let's see. Maggie Pow Pow with the 2 years. Thank you so much for the support. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you so much, everybody who has resubbed so far today. The gifted subs that were put in chat from me were fulfillments for channel points. So that's why those happened at the start here. But yeah, how's it going, guys? Your eyebrows look cool today. They're spiky. Oh, thanks. I just did this. Thanks. I just pushed them up. Shout out to anybody who took the time to try and figure out how to find me in Callus Row last night. I was waiting to see whether or not, because I didn't want to say like, go watch this person, because I didn't know who I was going to be around. And it turned out I was around different people basically the whole time, like that I knew were streaming. So I never said to watch any of it because I was like, it's my first night anyway. I'm probably not going to really do anything. But I saw that a couple of people were like actually trying to find me in other people's streams, which is very sweet. Thank you. The Where's Waldo stream, literally, yeah. It was actually so fun though. I was really bummed because I had to stop early because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten any sleep. I was so bummed to stop playing. It was really cool. It's really, really cool. I think I will try to stream it maybe next week, yeah. Kelly said that she would help me with like everything that people typically use to stream VR chat, and figure out how to do the like picture-in-picture stuff and all of that. So yeah, it was so fun. It was really, really fun. It's my birthday today. I'd like to redeem a gift sub for a random cat ganger. Awesome. Happy birthday. That's very sweet. For show. Let's go. Let's gift a subo.
You fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito babe.
Yeah, I'm realizing. So when I was showing my character sheet to Kelly was like, your big flaw being that you can't lie is going to be like, that could potentially like really fuck up a lot of stuff. And after playing yesterday, I'm like, yeah, there's definitely stuff that people should not tell me. There's already stuff that I should not know. But what are you going to do? It's my flaw. But yeah, Callus Row, we were trying to explain it yesterday for anybody who hasn't been around while we've talked about it. Callus Row is basically like VR LARPing. It's very fun. I've like taken all of Sam's extra stuff, extra like VR stuff, his like trackers and things, in order to play it, because I have a bunch of friends who play, and everybody was like, oh, you would be so good at it, you would have so much fun. And it was super, super fun. I was really nervous to do it, but fortunately, like, everybody was so nice. Is this a LifeFlower D&D? No, it wasn't streamed. I'm probably gonna stream it next week. I didn't stream it this first time because I did not know what it was gonna be like. Yeah, but it was great. Like, they helped me get into the world, and basically, because I had been given like a guide, not a guide, but they had shown me the Undercity, and so I was like, it's a maze. I'm definitely gonna get lost 100%, because they were like, well, you know, if we're saying that like this is your, like, you've made contact with us, we've told you to come and meet us, and that we would like give you a job and you could, you know, spend time with us and whatever. But if we're saying that like this first session is you arriving into town, you're kind of on your own. And I was like, all right. And it was very fun. I kept running into people who were like, that's a mushroom I've never seen before, and would ask me questions and stuff. And a bunch of people, like, I would be like, I'm looking for this, and they were like, oh yeah, we can show you where that is. Yeah, it was great. It was very fun. Boner Yeast. What a great name. Welcome to the Cat Gang. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you for subscribing. I saw you on Sketchu's stream briefly. It was really cool. Yeah. Yeah, I was with Sketchu for, I want to say like half an hour of it. Because I work with Jimmy, who is the mushroom that runs the hookah shop, which is literally, it's the hookah shop. It's literally just like a drug den. But they're like, yeah, you can work at the hookah shop because Jimmy's like useless, like his like characterized. No, Jimmy is the name of the character. Jimmy's like Jimmy's just a mushroom character that's like always 3 sheets out, like just not paying attention to anything. So they were like, yeah, Jimmy could use some help, so you can work at the shop. And so I was like, all right, yeah, that sounds fine. But so I was with Jimmy and Wisp, who is like the itty bitty mushroom. I was with them a lot, but I don't think either of them were streaming it. And so, yeah, Bo is Sketchu's character. I met Bo like pretty late in. And then I was like, it is 4:15 in the morning. I really need to go to bed. Yeah, kind of a VR version of Chill Alex. That's a great way to put it. Yeah. I made this name thinking Twitch would block it, but they didn't, so I'm running with it. Yeah, Callus Row was last night. I didn't stream it. What is Chill Alex? Alex Fasciani is who some people call Chill Alex. Is there any word on the Aladdin Jafar emote? So this was the conversation. I said, hear me out, an animated emote that is Desk-chan, but instead it's Genie Jafar from Aladdin, and we'll call it Lamp-chan. He said, there are layers of this you need to explain to me. And then I explained it. And he said, I think I can do that. So there you go. Yeah, our coffee will ship anywhere. Well, anywhere that we are legally allowed to send it. But yeah. The shipping is kind of all over the place depending on where you live, though. So I would say go on there, throw things into your cart, and then kind of see like what the shipping is going to be like. We give as many options as we can. We've tried to get it as low as we can. It's as good as it gets currently. It's much better than it used to be, but you know, we're a small company, so. Ooh. Yeah, fortunately, I feel like all of the Alexes I know have alter ego names or last names that they go by. It's the same with the Aarons, right? Although I do typically just say Aaron, and then everyone's like, Ego Raptor, Happily Aaron, Aaron Umatani, Aurelian. Like, which one? I typically will just say Aaron and hope that the context tells you which Aaron I'm talking about, but it never is. It never helps. It never helps. So I need to be better about that. But I feel like with the Alexes, it's like Octo and Fasciani, right? Do we know what time the Just Dance stream will be? I'm aiming for 9 p.m. I'm trying to get it. I'm basically going to try to take my entire setup and put it in our bedroom because I share a wall with Clarky and I don't want it to wake her up. So we're going to see if I can do it from our bedroom. Yeah, Octo's name is Alex. I'm having an exam in the morning when you're dancing in the evening. Yep. On plus side, replacement Kigurumi is showing up around 4 p.m. apparently, so that's great. I thought he was just born Octo. Nope. How will the VOD situation look? So I have to disable clips, and we cannot have a VOD. I don't know how to turn off VOD recording, but worst case scenario, I just delete the VOD the second that it's over. Fortunately, it has to be that way to protect us from DMCA. I'm going to try to keep the stream to like the 2-hour mark, which should be fine anyway because I'll probably be exhausted from dancing that much. But I'm going to try to keep it like 2 hours and under, to also just like give us less opportunity to be dinged. Yeah, I plan to put it on YouTube and just not monetize it. So we'll see how that goes. Which day is it? Today. So it'll be tonight around 9 p.m. is the plan. I prepared the wrong sleeping pattern. No. Do I sacrifice sleep or wait for YouTube? Don't sacrifice sleep. Guys, don't sacrifice sleep for this. Yeah, 9 p.m. British time, GMT. We have a full crew for Hollow Knight. Very excited. So next week we'll do a session 0 for that. I'm still trying to figure out, like, get a good handle on when everybody's free. But very excited for that as well. We're going to stream session 0. That'll be your opportunity. Any of you who are like, I came up with the best bug class combo ever. Any of you guys who just feel like if you were able to play in a Hollow Knight campaign, you would just absolutely crush it. That'll be your opportunity to come into chat and be like, okay, look, this is what you should play. Feel free. Yep, Octo. You're streaming session 0. I thought you weren't going to. No, I always planned to. As long as I don't monetize the YouTube video of Just Dance, it should be fine. Anybody who wants to can claim the video. I don't give a shit. So the plan is we're using the fate system so everybody can like basically come up with whatever they want. There'll just be stipulations like if you want to play a moth, right? Like there will be lots of lore context for that character. It'll be the equivalent of deciding to play a Jedi in a Star Wars campaign. Nobody can be shades, which I think is like pretty obvious. Like there are some things in the Hollow Knight universe you can't be in this game. And some of the options of things that you could choose to be just already have like lots of lore baggage on them. So it'll be like establishing stuff like that. But basically I'm going to ask everybody to come with like 3 ideas for bugs that they think would be cool to play. And we'll try and figure out, everybody's like core attribute phrases. So that's probably what session 0 is going to be. And then I want to come to it with like 2 or 3 options for what the starting point of the campaign is and see what they choose. We are just dancing later, but like way later, like 9 p.m. tonight. I don't know anything about Hollow Knight. How lost will I be? I mean, I'm planning on being as descriptive as possible of things without bogging you down with lore. I plan to like try and set the scene in as much as is necessary. I don't want this to be the sort of thing where a person would watch it and be like, well, now everything about Hollow Knight has been spoiled for me. So, I'm never going to play it. The major thing for you to know is that, the bulk of Hollow Knight takes place underground and all of the characters are bugs or like small creatures of some kind. So everybody who is going to be playing in this campaign is going to be playing, I'm hoping, a bug. A bug of some kind, because I think that that's more of like a level playing field, right? We're going to have to, if people come to me with like crazy shit and they're like, it's the same size as a bug, we're going to have to discuss it, because we don't want one person being like way overpowered, like in comparison to everybody else. So how would deities work? What do you mean? So fate doesn't come with a bunch of that. Fate doesn't come with like, there are all, there's warlocks and patrons and deities and like clerics and all of that shit. Fate, we come up with that stuff for ourselves. And so we're using the universe of Hollow Knight, which already has higher beings inside of it. So people can choose to say like, oh, I'm still an avid lover and follower of the Pale King, right? They can say that if they want. And that can be part of an attribute of theirs, and we can figure out what that means. But yeah, it's a system that doesn't give you races, it doesn't give you class, it doesn't give you worlds. You use it to establish all of that for yourself, which is why it's perfect for a game like this where I'm like, but I want everyone to be bugs, right? So then everybody can say, I want to be this bug, and then we work from there. So yeah, that's the plan. We're talking about Fate. Well, Fate Accelerated is what I've played. I've been told that I should really look into like Fate Core and stuff. The tattoo is so dark. It is. It's very dark. I think this is as dark as it's going to get because this was Wednesday and it's Saturday now. So I think that's it. But there's like, look, like what the fuck? How did I get so many little bits of like exposure dye on me? It didn't happen with my finger. My finger's fine. Or just art. Or just art. It's just art. You have 2 fart tattoos now? No, this was drawn on. It's gone now. This was drawn on stream because this didn't show up in time. This was what it was. This was all it was supposed to be on the day. If we hit that number, it was supposed to be great. Now Sam can come in and put a fucking fart tattoo on my neck. But that didn't wind up happening because this was stuck in customs. So the second it showed up, the day it showed up, I was like, Sam, I know tonight's date night. You will be putting a fart tattoo on my neck. There's a video of him peeling the like application tape off and stuff on my Twitter. It's good. He sounds really defeated. No, this was an accident. It's very funny to me though that it like needs a reveal. I told Sam to just put it wherever. I was like, it just needs to be on my neck somewhere, so just put it wherever. So he put it here, and I was like, you want to know something really funny? Is actually at the angle that I always stream at, you can't see it. He was like, what? It's like, yeah, I have to like fucking reveal it. He's like, that's actually great. I was like, I know. The inkbox tattoos, it depends on like whether or not it's a high traffic area, like in between your fingers, right? Those would go away immediately. It's like, is this an area where skin sloughs off a lot? Your neck actually is one of those areas. You're like constantly moving it around and doing stuff, right? So yeah, it's probably gonna stick around for 2 weeks. Something like that. So that's cool. So that's cool. The layers to this goof are incredible. So yeah, so I basically, I came up with the idea on stream, and then I went onto the Inkbox Tattoo website, and I was like, oh my God, you can make custom ones. This is great. They let you just type whatever you want, and they turn it into a temporary tattoo for you. I typed in fart and butt, and I showed it to people, and everyone said fart was funnier, and I was like, great, because it's also kind of a callback to our big fart subtrain from years ago, right? So I actually have a second one in case one of them messed up somehow. I bought 2, so I have an extra fart tattoo just for a rainy day. I also got this because in case this like really mentally fucked me up, I would be like, but that's cute at least. But at least this is cute. Also, oh my God, shout out to, I can't remember who it was. Whoever you were that said, you know what you should get for your ears? are just little eternity hoops. I love them. I love them. They showed up yesterday. I adore them. They're the perfect size. They're great. So I'm very excited to have them. I had said that that I really wanted, like, because this in my ear is a stud with a flat back, and so it doesn't hurt when I'm sleeping. I was like, I just really want something like that for my normal ear piercing, right? That like is the right type of metal so it's not getting infected, and something that I can just leave in that's really simple. And so I had bought like the smallest size of stud like this that I could find, thinking to myself, like, well, some people said they can fit it through their normal ear hole, so I'm going to try it. And it did not fit. And I was woe is meing on stream. And someone said, you just get some eternity hoops. That's what I just did. And now I have them. And I was like, oh my God, you can get really tiny ones. So they basically just like sit right up against your ear. They're great. I love them. So an eternity hoop, I'll just take it out so you can see. If I can. It's called an eternity hoop because it's there for eternity and you cannot get it out. Okay. So an eternity hoop, it's literally an earring that's like just a full circle. It snaps into place. So it doesn't have like a big backing or anything. It's just a big circle. But there's like this one section here that is just like ever so slightly smaller. And that's the part that goes through your ear. And then it snaps in and then it just stays there. And it's great. And I'm delighted. Let's see if I can get this back in. Oh, goodness. I'm trying to do this like in the camera. Oh, I did it. Yay. Delightful. I got them on Etsy. Whoever it was that recommended it recommended a different website. But I just happened to be on Etsy and I was like, I wonder if there's somebody nearby that makes them and I could just buy it from like a small jewelry seller. And there was. So I don't have any tattoos or piercings. That's all right. Do you want tattoos or piercings? I've always wanted a bunch of earrings. I've always wanted that, but my skin is like so sensitive and it takes forever for things to heal that like it's always like mentally in my mind it's such a chore to get another one. Because I'm like, I know that it's gonna be like a year before this settles down and acts normal. It takes me like a year, bro. It's awful, right? It sucks. It does suck, but I love the way that they look. So I want to get like one of those cute little ones that are like kind of like deeper in your ear, like something in here on this ear, and then I might be done. The only other thing that I can think of is like a second piercing on the lobe, but I would love to get like a small thing like here or here. And then I think I would be good. And then I think that would be cute and I'd be happy with that. Do piercings need to be maintained? The problem, so again, I don't have a ton of them. But I have gotten my lobes pierced 3 times, I think, because they kept closing up and getting infected. It really depends on how sensitive you are to different metals, and whether or not you're messing with it all the time. Your fingers are dirty, dude. So if you're constantly doing this shit right after it's been pierced, you're just like introducing it to new hells all the time. You're supposed to like frequently clean them, like clean them every morning, clean them every night. Make sure that you're constantly changing your pillowcases and stuff if you sleep on your side like I do. So they just require, I wouldn't say maintenance, because maintenance implies that you're having to do it forever, but there's like a cost of time right after you've gotten it to ensure that it heals properly. I really like I love the look of like the bars in other people's ears. I do not want that. My ears already like hurt all the time. Like they're just strong ears and they stick out a lot. And so like if I lay on my side, but if I lay on one side for too long, I'll wake up and my entire ear hurts so bad because it's been bent back too far. Pretty much all headphones hurt them. It's too much, right? So in my mind, getting like a bar would just be introducing yet another reason for my ear to hurt all the time. I sleep with my face down as God intended. So yeah. These headphones are a little, they're not as good as the like regular Cloud 2s were for like can size for my ears. But our friend at HyperX keeps messaging me and being like, I'll literally, every time I come into your stream, your headphones are a disaster. Like, please let me send you new ones. So, yeah. I got my ear pierced at 19. I haven't worn anything in years. I wonder if I can still get a stud in there. I wear earrings very infrequently, which is one of the reasons I like earrings. I like them a lot. It's one of the reasons that I was like, I just want something that I can leave in there for the most part. And if I want to wear something else, cool, I'll take them out and wear something else. But I would love to just have something I can leave in them and not mess with it ever, basically. So that's the intention with these, is to just leave them in. You didn't have the neck tap before, did you? No, I just really love art, though. So I figured I would just get the tattoo done. Just so everybody knows that I'm really into art. Huge fan of art. Oh, the reveal. It's fake. It's a fake tattoo. That seems an important disclaimer. But it's so much more fun to be like, yep, I got a neck tat. And it says art. Because I just want everybody to know that I'm an artist. Does say art. Hell yeah, you know. Do you want any real tattoos? I have a bunch. This is not the right shirt to be wearing to show you any of them, but I have a bunch. Yeah. Did the USB tattoo wear off? It looks like, hilariously, it looks like a pin that you would use when sewing now. But yeah, you cannot tell it was ever meant to be a USB tattoo. You can't even really see it. So when we did the Women of Geekdom calendar, all of us decided to all get a tattoo. We all got matching tattoos at the same time. Sides of fingers have what's called fallout because of exactly what I was talking about with this. That like there's wear, right? Your fingers are constantly brushing up against each other. Ink just like vanishes basically. So people who have finger tats that they really love have to get them touched up all the time. But yeah, mine basically, I'm trying to like, you can kind of see it. Do you see the like line there? So the middle line for the USB symbol is still there, and that's it. The finger is real. This on the side is real. Yeah, I got that forever ago. This is another ink box tattoo. I follow a bunch of different people that do finger tattoos, and they're so pretty. And I keep being like, man, I wonder what a finger tattoo would look like on me. So I figured if I was already, buying and paying for shipping to get Inkbox stuff, that I would get one and just like put it on and see if I like it or not. Do you like it? I do. I think it's cute. It would depend on what I was getting, though, There are people who do, like, kind of, I don't know how to put it, really, but, like, sort of minimalist flower stuff that are so pretty. How was Callus Row? It was so fun. It was so fun. I had to leave early because otherwise I would have been a zombie with Clarky this morning. But I managed to I slept from... My model started like... Basically from my knees down when I was in VR chat in the moral model. So that's the name of my character. When I was in the moral model... From my knees down, were clipping through the floor, like my IRL knees, right? So if I like reached down to touch the VR floor, I was only touching my knees. And I was like, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know how to fix this. I kept trying. I like redid my like room settings and all of that shit, and it didn't fix anything. And I was like, Kelly, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix this. And she was like, hold on. I have a friend who helped me set up mine. We can absolutely figure this out for you, which was amazing. So they like came in and spent like, I don't know, 20 minutes with me, helping me get it all sorted with advanced settings. And it was fine. Hilariously, the issue was because they were like, well, what do you have your height set at? And I was like, 5 foot, my actual height. And they're like, okay, you probably have to set yourself shorter. So I was like... Okay. They're like, yeah, pretty much everybody has to set themselves shorter in order to like fit their model better. It's like, okay, all right. So I kept setting myself shorter and it was getting worse. And I was like, guys, I'm realizing I think I have to set myself taller. And they were like, really? I had to set myself at like 6'3" or something. And now it's perfect. It was so weird. I was like, all right, tight. But I'm so glad that they told me how to do the advanced setting stuff too, though, because like that's how people sort of like adjust where their body is, like in like the VR body adjust where it is in the world. So if like Moral's feet are through the floor, I can just lift him up a little bit, which is tight. So, yeah. But it was very fun. It was really, really fun. And I managed to get some sleep from 11 o'clock to basically right when we were starting. I was like, Sam, I'm going to go try and get some sleep. I'm going to try to get like 2 or 3 hours. You know, they have the like mandatory meeting for all of the players at 1 a.m. I'll just pop it up on my phone and try to listen in while I'm like kind of in and out of sleep because I just have to sleep. Otherwise this isn't going to work. So Sam was like, okay, no problems. I'm going to show up like right before everything starts and make sure that you're like awake and ready to go. And he showed up in my room when I was already in Callis Row. He showed up like 15 minutes late and was like, hey, baby, y'all get to go. I sure am. So, but yeah, fortunately, it was like complete luck that I even woke up on time. Because my alarm went off at 1 so that I could open up the call. And like listen to the meeting, and then I felt like I like blinked and looked at my phone and it was 1:55. I was like, whoops, shit. So oh, bye, Aaron Bug. Have a good one. Yeah, Sam is doing GTA RP again because it was one of Lawman's sub goals. So Lawman went to everybody that was in like his crew in GTA RP and was like, if I hit this sub goal, will you guys come back on and do like a couple sessions or something? No Pixel and like all the other like big servers have added all kinds of new jobs and things. Like it would be really fun. And so I went in there and Sam was like remaking K basically. And I was like, oh, are you doing GTA RP tonight? And he was like, yes. All right, tight. I don't remember which server. It's either the two main ones are Twitch RP and No Pixel. I don't remember which one their group is on, to be honest. They're on Twitch RP? Okay, there you go. The Return of the Queen. Dude, Kay is like... I'm biased. Kay is one of the best characters in GTA RP. What was the name of your Verum campaign? I only caught your cameo in the Tearing Veil. Oh, well, what's up? Yeah, our original campaign was Strange Roads. We had one season. And then I showed up, for like a brief stint, really brief stint on Tearing Veil. And then I showed up for the last 2 episodes of Shadow of Tear. So, Zacky Boy gets around. Not as much as Nox, but, you know, we're trying. We're out here trying. I really enjoyed you on Shadow. Thank you. It was very fun. I love all those boys, so it was great. Didn't you say you were in bed when Arcadum was about to introduce you and sharing? No, so yeah, what happened was... I was literally in bed watching Tearing Veil, like about to fall asleep. And I got a message from Arcadum that I have screenshotted somewhere because it was so funny. I got a message from Arcadum that was like, guess what? It's Zacky Wacky time. And I was like, what? And he was like, are you free right now? Do you want to hop on right now? And I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Got out of bed, ran upstairs, did the end of the Tearing Veil episode. And it was funny because originally when I told that story, a bunch of people were like, man, you were feeling real cocky, like just sitting in bed waiting for Arcadum to like tell you it was time to go, huh? And I was like, no, I literally didn't know. I didn't know he planned to bring me in. I had no idea. So, yeah, that was my Tearing Veil intro. Hilariously similar to my Shadow of Tear intro. I knew that Arcadum was going to potentially use me after Tate left. But it was another scenario where I got a message from Arcadum on the day while I was doing Misdemeanor and was like, hey, did anyone talk to you about joining Shadow? Are you free tonight? Do you want to join Shadow of Tear? And I was like, yes, I would love to. Fortunately, yeah, Sam had been like, hey, by the way, I think Arcadum's going to message you about doing something on Shadow of Tear. And Kelly had also messaged me being like, hey, congrats. I guess you're going to be on Shadow of Tear for something. I was like, apparently. I suppose so. Did you see the YouTube animation of that Tearing Veil scene? It's hilarious and awesome. I did. Yeah, Tearing Veil was very fun. I really liked that campaign a lot. But honestly, the best part of the Tearing Veil campaign was when the group, they were designed to be the evil group. Just so everybody's on the same page here. They were designed to be an evil campaign. When they would do something that was like actually horrific and evil, and everybody in chat would Pikachu face like, what are they doing? What's going on? It's like, yeah, they're evil. Oh, goodness. They evil. I don't know what you want. I think we have a couple of ads to do. We do. And guess what? I already drank all my coffee, so this is what I'm going to do. That was so perfect. I showed up. The ad was like, I have 5 seconds left. The song was like, I don't know. I got like 10 seconds left. Wow. Wow. Are those holy pants? No. This is a holy shirt, though. Holy shirt. Hilarious. Anyways, thanks so much to Henry and Dapper Hobo for redeeming ads. When will the rotating elevator songs be incorporated into the playlist? I hate the way that most of them sound, so I'm going to re-record them. Saw the Mushroom Boy on Sketchy's stream yesterday. The model's awesome. Thank you. Moral. I hadn't thought of this at the time, but I do love that when people ask me my name, it sounds like I'm saying moral like morals, but it's moral like the mushroom. One of the characters, when I said my name, they were like, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I would love to try and stream it next week, I think. Yes. There was a really cute moment with Wisp. Wisp was like, because we don't really have a gender, like, do you care? Like, what should I call you? And I was like, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. And Wisp was like, in character. I was like, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. What do you want to call me? And because I guess Wisp's character with all the other mushrooms like refers to them as family members. And so she was like, I'm going to call you sibling. And I was like, okay. It was very cute. It was not streamed. It wasn't streamed. It was my first session. I had never done it before, so I didn't want to stream it and not only be trying to figure out VR and everything, but also be like worried about the stream. So, but I think I could stream it next week and be fine. No, I haven't. No, in character, I haven't met Conk. I've met everybody else, but I haven't met Conk. Conk is an intimidating mushroom. A gigantic mushroom. But yeah. The potential this tech has for RPG sounds so cool. They came up with lots of really cool systems to put into it as well. So there's a system inside of Calistro that's like for speaking. So you like bring your hand over your shoulder and you can adjust if you're whispering or yelling. You don't have to do it physically, which is so nice. Like with somebody like me who's like trying not to wake people up, it's actually perfect. I can set myself to be yelling and my voice at normal volume will carry further in the world. Or I can set myself to whispering and you can see an AoE cone of like anybody who's in this zone can hear you. It's very cool. There's lots of really interesting stuff that they did with that. How are you feeling? Did you have to take a break at some point? I didn't take any breaks. No. I felt like story-wise, something was just picking up at the time that I really needed to leave. Jimmy started to really needed to go. Like, he wasn't feeling very well. So I'll just call him Jimmy. It's his character. But so I was like, oh, if you're leaving, I'll probably take that opportunity to bounce too, because it's like past 4 a.m. and I have to get up with the kid tomorrow. So yeah. So, but like literally at the time that I left was when stuff started happening, which sucked. You could potentially ASMR into everybody's ears in a large area. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Yeah, I could set myself to yell but then be like, "Hey." Which would be so weird. Yeah, there's so Sam is a DM now. Um and he was like, "God, DMing is so hard." Because the DMs like have at least kind of a general idea of the characters in their area, of what their like flaws are, and their like story stuff is, and all of that kind of stuff. And Sam was like, "I'm just scrambling, dude. I'm just like." I guess Sci-Fi said that he did great, but he was like, I was just, the whole time I was going, I don't know when or how it happened, but I'm subbed now. What's up? We did a huge subathon last week. So if you are suddenly subbed, that might be why. You might have gotten one of the gifted subs that was given out during that. So if that's the case, welcome. What's up? I hope you're having a good day. Yeah. The DM needs to know like 5 times more than the players do at all times. It's draining to micromanage and keep a trail of the on-the-fly decisions that you've made. Yeah, I can't even imagine. This isn't like a situation where you're like, great, everybody's in the same place. I'm hearing what everybody's deciding to do. It's like when you watch, there's a video that they made for all of the players that's like, here's how DMing works in the game, because as the player you also need to know if a DM is trying to like interact with you or get your attention and stuff, right? And watching that, I was like, this sounds like so much. Like, to be a DM in this game sounds like so much, to try and keep track of like what everybody's doing, and if there's like an event that would help somebody's like personal story stuff, trying to guide them to it, or like settling situations that need roles, or like just all of that sort of stuff. Sure. I'm saying that DMing a huge group of people who are all doing VR in real time and trying to keep track of what everybody's doing and the decisions they're making on the fly and determine whether or not you need to be involved is a different beast than DMing as we all know it, right? So everybody who's like, but so-and-so is a great DM. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying it's a different, mechanically, everything. It's a completely different thing. My players are all murder hobos. Rip a plot line. Yeah. It's very cool. It's super, super cool. So, um, I think they made a recommendation that all of the new players do like 1 or 2 sessions before they start coming up with like, these are the story threads that I would love for my character. I have an idea of what I would want morals to be, but yeah. He'll get better at it over time too. Oh, for sure. Did you recall the other Clarky's cryptid that you mentioned yesterday? I remembered a decent amount of it after talking with her about it. They were two. There's a like a celestial lion character that she came up with that was part of a star system. Oh, God, I'm still like, it's a lot of it is still fuzzy, but at least I remembered a decent amount of it. There's a lion that was part of a star system and wanted to travel and go to lots of different places and help people with lots of different things. And then one of the other stars in the system was like made to be the main star of the system. And it was the original star's daughter. And the original star's daughter stayed there for a long time and then realized why her mother had left, that like you have more opportunities to help more people and learn new things if you leave, basically. And so it became like a shooting stars story, which was really cute. Yeah, I remembered most of it, but it was like a mother and daughter inside of like a star system, basically, that became shooting stars. So when we were talking about it originally, I was like, oh my gosh, when people were joking that like we're starting to come up with like a pantheon, it's like that would be perfect for that. And then of course I didn't write it down fast enough, and I was like, I do not remember it really, and there's still details I'm fuzzy on, and Clarky couldn't remember stuff either. So, but I remember most of it. I don't know if Arcadum streamed last night. I'm not sure. I know that he had posted in both Callus Row and his own Discord that like potentially he wouldn't be, but I have no idea if he did or not. He did a bit near the end. Gotcha. Where are the pictures off the wall? So I was having issues with my VR model last night, and fortunately I got some help with it, which was amazing. But one of the main things that I was told was just to eliminate this as a potential problem is anything that's reflective. So like the pictures on the walls, the mirror, anything that could be reflecting the like lasers, basically. Could mess with the model and could mess with like how the VR is tracking you. So I just took everything down and put them under this desk upside down to make sure that that wasn't the problem. So yeah, that's why. He did stream it and then he fell asleep. Great. What kind of mic is that? It's a Shure SM7B. Shure. Shure SM7B. It's a very expensive microphone. But she gets the job done. I'm not in the Song of the Seven yet. I haven't sent her my audio. I'm doing it today. But thank you. If you're seeing the future. Yeah, it'll still be her audio that's in there. So that's why it sounds amazing, is because it's Kelly singing my part. I'm singing as myself. It's a high part. It's really pretty though. She gave me a really pretty part to sing, so I'm excited. Is Sam in it? She was giving him a part, but I don't know. It sounds like a lot of stuff has adjusted in the song since the last time that I talked with her, so I'm not sure. But yeah, she's been making, so Kelly is making the Song of the Seven for like the final fight for endgame stuff, and has been working her butt off on it and is doing a lot of it on stream. So if you ever wanted to watch her like put the song together, all the instrumentals I think are done now. I think it's now just like mixing voice and stuff. I was in choir for a hot minute in high school. My senior year for, I want to say 1 or 2 semesters. And that is the extent of my vocal training. I've auditioned for lots of music stuff, but I'm not a very, especially if I'm under pressure, I'm not a very strong singer. People always give me shit when I say that sort of stuff. They're like, "You're a great singer, shut up," which is very sweet. Thank you. I am now at this point, I'm willing to concede that like if it is a low pressure environment, I can hit the notes pretty easily. If it's a pressure environment, if I'm like being asked to sing something on the spot or anything like that, and somebody's around to hear me, I struggle. Yeah. Are you trying to stay spoiler free about who's in the Song of the Seven? No. No. My partner has a real stress issue with auditions. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. I've never done a music audition where I felt like I sang even close to as well as I sing when I'm just by myself. But that's normal, right? Because when your heart's pounding and you feel like, oh my God, I hope I do well, right? It adds so much. There are so many variables there that you're not used to singing with, and you just don't do as well, you know? I do my best singing in the shower. I would say that my best singing in this house is in the kitchen. The kitchen is like really has good acoustics, I guess. I love singing in this kitchen. Do you feel comfortable singing casually in front of chat? As long as somebody isn't like, "Hey, sing this song," then sure. If I'm playing a game and I'm just kind of absentmindedly singing to myself, it's totally fine. But like, for example, if you were to be like, "Can you sing the part for Song of the Seven to us right now?" Even though it's literally one line, I would definitely fuck it up. Chat is already pretty much in sub mode. See, we thought that yesterday, though. Somebody was like, "Man, there are no non-subs in chat for me to gift a sub to." And a bunch of non-subs were like, "Excuse me?" There are tens of us. Tens. I didn't even know I was a sub until yesterday. Non-subs in this economy. It is wild to me that there are a bunch of non-subs when we had such an insane number of gift subs during the subathon. But what's up? Appreciate you guys. Look, You can go into your settings and you can make it so that people literally can't gift you a sub. Some people don't. They are like fully in the lurk zone. And I don't mind at all. Lurk away.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking...
Yo, Jay Birdie, thank you for gifting subs. And Scorpy for gifting a sub. Thank you, guys. If you were gifted subs just now, be sure that you take the time to say thank you. It's very sweet. And Wizard Zelcom, thank you very much for gifting subs as well. Thank you, thank you. Do not perceive me as a big mood sometimes. I don't follow until that person is offline. I do the same thing. If I notice that somebody has like follow pop-ups happen on their channel, I will almost always wait until they're offline and then follow them. I completely get that. I totally get that. The only one specifically that I know you can set is that's like site-wide is I don't want to be gifted a sub unless I'm following the channel. You can do that for sure. Needles and Candy, thank you very much for gifting subs. Welcome to the Cat Gang, guys.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking...
Thanks, guys. You're a lovely Saturday morning tradition for years now, and sometimes I'm subbed, sometimes I'm not, but I'm almost always a big lurker. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You don't gotta be subbed. You don't gotta be chatting. I love how often people say, like, I typically lurk, but I feel really comfortable chatting here. That's great. But if you are more comfortable and you enjoy the stream better, just having it on and just chilling and not engaging and not being perceived, so to speak, amazing. Choco-san, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Do you feel awkward sending a chat message in another person's stream and having chat go, "Hey, Doogs"? No. If I've accepted that there is a possibility in nearly every chat that I might say something and a person will be like, "Oh, I know who that is," which is lovely and very sweet. So if I'm going to speak, I have to do so with the weight of knowing somebody might be like, "Oh, that's Dooger." So, yeah, I lurk a lot. I lurk in a lot of people's chats because sometimes I just want to hang. Suffering from oh God. Oh. Just coming up with stupid reasons to show off fart on my neck. I just noticed you make your own coffee. That's so cool. I do. I have a coffee company. It's roasted and shipped from Florida. And it's delicious. And I've run out at this point, and I keep not asking for them to send me more because I feel bad dipping into my own supply. But what can you do? But hey, if you've never seen the coffee company before and you would just be checking it out now, we have an insanely good deal on subscriptions, like bagged coffee subscriptions and stuff. The first bag that you get with a subscription is 50% off. Worth looking into. Worth checking it out. You know? I know. Kelly is so sweet, dude. I have a lot of... I do try to, like... I don't know. I guess it does depend on my mood. I was going to say, I do try to, like, if I'm going to somebody's chat, like, that I'm good friends with, I do try to take the time to, like, gas them up a little bit before I vanish and lurk, but it's not always the case. Sometimes I really do just want to, like, be under the radar. Thank you, Midna. Yeah, again, like, depending on where you live, the shipping is going to be better or worse, but yeah. It's our little coffee company. We have tea, hot chocolate, we have candles and honey. So really comfy t-shirts. Yeah, according to my mom, look, if you care about my mom's opinion, my mom always has the Dodger hot chocolate around. It's intended to be a hot chocolate or a mocha mix, so it's like a really dark chocolate. But yeah, my mom loves it. And she always has it in the house. It's very cute. We're just not big enough to open up a second warehouse in the EU. I would love to. That's definitely like a pie in the sky thing that we have talked about, but it's not doable right now. We're too small. Even with the umbrella company is Akira Coffee, and we do the Dodger coffee line. We also do Jacksepticeye's coffee, top of the morning coffee is us. We do my favorite coffee, like all of those. So even with all of that, cost wise, it's still like a future plan sort of thing to be able to have a warehouse in another place. We do not sell in stores yet. Maybe one day. There are extra things that you need to do for like guaranteed shelf stability, to basically be like, yeah, you can leave this on the shelf forever. Which coffee for the most part is fine, but things like cold brew, So yeah. Any idea when the cold brew will be back? We're still not shipping it out of the US, I assume. It's because of like how shipping has been this last year. There are some things that we were like, we're not gonna ship these outside of the United States for a while, because like it was literally like people waiting a month plus for cold brew to show up, so it's not really a question of is there interest in an EU warehouse. We know that there is. We know that there is. It's what is the cost? And regulations will be completely different. How do we guarantee that we get beans that are still from, small farms, so that we're still supporting small farms? that still have the same taste and are being roasted in the same way. There's all kinds of things that we would have to sort out in order to open up a second warehouse. So if you opened a cafe, what sort of theme or aesthetic would you go for? I've always wanted my like old lady business thing to be to have a brick and mortar coffee shop comic book store. Which is stupid. It's a really dumb idea, and here's why. Because it's the best idea. If somebody gets a coffee and then spills it all over a comic book, they're probably not going to own up to that. They're probably just going to set it down somewhere and then quietly leave, right? And then you're out. And then that comic book is just destroyed, you know? So it's a terrible idea. But like mentally, aesthetically, I love the idea of it. You know, we're now in this sort of ecosystem where you could also be like, you know, if you're gonna read it, then you have to buy it along with your coffee, right? Or like potentially have tablets that people could use while they're drinking their coffee, and then like read something on the tablet, but have the tablets like somehow kept inside of the building, you know. There's stuff like that that's really cool. In LA, there were lots of really, really neat board game cafes, and I remember talking with Sam's mom, because Sam's mom is like always one foot out the door with like a new like entrepreneurial such and such. She's owned a coffee shop before, so I had talked with her at one point, and I was like, yeah, board game cafes are like starting to be a thing in Los Angeles, and they're really, really cool. And she was like, we don't really have things like that out here. Like in London, sure, but outside of London, that sort of thing doesn't really exist. And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah. So we basically were like, look, one day maybe we'll open up a board game shop. As with like comic book stores now that are all sort of shutting down unless they doubled up on what they offer, you know, it would probably also be the sort of place that has rooms you could rent out to play D&D or whatever else you would like to do, you know, hold tournaments and stuff. And you would have to do more than just board games or comic books, or even both. You have to offer something. There has to be like a reason to go there, you know? Yeah, I mean, I guess this is just how it is when you live next to a bunch of sheep and stuff. But like I keep trying to figure out like, where is my closest hobby shop now? I don't know. Online. I know. But I don't I'm trying to like buy things off of Amazon less. I'm trying to buy from like small stores more often. And I was saying the other day that like really the only reasons that we ever leave the house on purpose are to take Clark to preschool or to go to the grocery store, and that's it, right? Which again is what we're supposed to be doing right now. So it's not like I feel like I'm being a neat and like not doing anything, but like, but there is a part of me that's like, oh, but I feel like I should be supporting stuff that's nearby. But we live in the sticks now, so. I would love that, Rosa. That would be super fun. Our hobby shop didn't survive this whole thing. I miss it. There are a few stores that I guess have been like around forever for Sam's family, and they've just all closed over this last year. It's very sad. I do a lot of gardening. Yeah, I really need to plant my potatoes if I'm going to do it. That's one of the things I need to go to B&Q for, is like the stuff to just make some easy planter boxes and just start doing that shit. You support your local Lidl splendidly well. That Lidl is kept in business because of me. I tell you what, I go there, I'm like, what's in the middle aisle? I'll buy one of everything. Yes. Oh my gosh. Board games. My strawberry plants all died except one. That one has survived through snow and ice, and I'm so confused. Can I show you a picture? So our chive plant was named Keenan after Criken by Sam. Sam named it Criken, or Keenan. And I was outside with Clark yesterday, and I was like, oh my God, Keenan's coming back to life, baby. He's coming back. The signs of spring. He's on his way. Bunch of fresh growth from this chive plant, dude. This one too. Little cat mint plant. She's coming back. Yo, I gotta cut off all that dead stuff. Let them flourish. Clark. This is Clark with her new flower. She chose a flower and she loves it, and it sits on her windowsill in her bedroom, and she wanted to show it Peppa Pig, so she took it all the way downstairs and it watched Peppa Pig with her. So cute. I can't. My cats actually don't care at all about the cat mint. Not even a little bit. They haven't tried to, they don't sniff it. They don't try to eat it. Nothing. When we were at our old place and they were in the backyard all the time, they never cared. They never cared about the cat mint. Oh, and stop a blob. I'm sure that's very rough. Does Watson still have rashes? Currently doesn't seem to be having any. And you'll be delighted to know I think it's because we swapped detergents. It was absolutely the detergent we were using. So we're using an eco detergent now. All of her little rashes are gone, so that's great. Fizzanaut, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. And thank you so much, everybody who's been resubbing today. Oh, your cat has to have special food and special litter. Clark helped me set up the I finally got like a food container for all of the dry food for the cats. So Clark's loving feeding the cats right now because she like has this big scoop and she just like puts her whole arm in there, which is really nice. There's just a mountain of boxes in one part of our kitchen that was driving me crazy. So I finally just on Wednesday, before I started doing my hours-long deep dive on what is Little Nightmares 2 about, I broke down all of those boxes and I was like, look at all this goddamn room now. So I moved the cat food bowls over there. and the cat food container showed up. So it's just such a delight to not be tripping over cat bowls all the time now. Wonderful. I've got a date tomorrow. Wish me luck. Good luck. Hell yeah. Just enjoy yourself. Yeah, it just got really dark in here again. This is my life currently. It's either so bright that I'm like turning into dust, or it's really dark in here. It's just England, but it feels like it's been really bad the last 3 days. I don't get it. So I kept thinking about getting an automatic cat feeder as well. I was really worried that Sherlock would bully Watson out of her food is the issue. Because Watson's a grazer. Watson shows up and like eats a little bit and then is like, I'm good. But you can tell she feels kind of like she has to eat more because otherwise Sherlock will just eat the rest of hers. But did you get to see much of England? If so, where is your favorite place? I have not been able to see much of England. I've been to Bristol once. I've spent a little bit of time in London, but not a ton. I've been in the Bedfordshire and Hertfordshire area a decent amount because that's where Sam's family is, and Derbyshire. And that's basically it. Oh, I spent a few days in Nottingham as well. For conventions and also for just travel when I was like 19. I have been to Scotland, only Edinburgh. I would love to go back to Scotland. I actually, when somebody mentioned the Lake District, I had gone on my phone and one of the first things that I saw was somebody being like, I'm going to all of the like really cool lakes in the Lake District. Here's another one. And it was like showing video of all these different areas you can go to in the Lake District. And I was like, this looks gorgeous. It's beautiful. Oh, I have family who moved to the Lake District during lockdown. I can't wait until I can stay there and see my baby cousin and some lakes. Just Dance Stream is happening tonight. Around 9 p.m. GMT is the plan. I'm going to have to, I was saying earlier, I'm probably going to have to like pick up my whole setup, or at least part of it, and move it into the bedroom because I think with the combination of me trying to dance and also the trying to make sure that I'm able to hear the music audio, I share a wall with my daughter and she'll be asleep at that point. So if I can just chuck myself a little further away. If I can do it from the bedroom, that would be a lot better. So I plan on putting it on YouTube and just not monetizing it. And hopefully that's fine. And if any of those friggin' music companies want to claim it, go for it. I don't give a shit. Or the ensuite. How big do you think this is? I've been told that for camping, Wales is like somewhere I have to consider. Bye, Catnip Ninja. Enjoy your day. Is there a chance of getting a strike on the video? I don't know. If I don't monetize it, I don't know. Maybe. There's always a chance, but that's the risk we take every day. This is the badge and gun that we put on when we stare death in the face. So yeah, we'll see. I just feel like if something is going to get nuked, I would much rather it be my YouTube channel. Not that I want it to be, but like it was a sub goal to do a Just Dance stream. I'm going to do a really short one. There's going to be no clips. We're deleting the VOD. And people really still want to be able to see it. So I'm going to put it on YouTube. If it gets a strike, it gets a strike. I don't have any strikes on that channel that I know of. I don't think. So we'll see. We'll just see what happens. How are you picking the songs? They're all DMCA fodder. Every song on there. I mean, it's not their fault. It's a situation in which I could potentially be using music that I don't own to make money. And so if I'm able to say like I didn't make any money off of this, off of like putting this video up on YouTube, I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I'm doing that tonight. We're going to try to keep it like around 2 hours. So pretty short stream. And I was saying anyway, that's probably going to be fine because if I'm dancing for 2 hours straight in a kigurumi, I'm probably going to be exhausted. When's the last time you played Just Dance? Like a month ago? I want to say like a month ago. Kigurumi should be here at 4 p.m. So pretty soon. It's in a onesie, oh Lord. Yeah, because again, one of the sub goals was that I wear a kigurumi at a certain point. I wear a kigurumi for the rest of the stream, and I thought that I knew exactly where it was, and I didn't, and we still now cannot find it. And so somebody said, well, when you do the Just Dance stream, you should do it in the kigurumi, which I thought was a great idea, because then even if I'm sweating balls, I won't be as insecure about my dancing if I'm basically in a potato sack. So, so I was like, sure, that sounds great, but we still can't find it anywhere. And I don't know if it was lost in the move or like what, but I'm positive I've seen it in this house. So I'm just confused. But so I bought another one. I wonder if the game will struggle with your kigurumi shape. Like, maybe, but that's fine. It's not about what score I get in Just Dance. It's that we're playing Just Dance, you know? Yeah, now that one is going to be in the house and will have shown up and I will have sweat and destroyed it, the other one will make an appearance, a grand entrance. Are you half-assing the goof? What do you mean? I'm whole-assing the goof. People said wear the kigurumi while you do Just Dance. I'm doing that. I've played a decent amount of Beat Saber, actually. Just Dance scores are serious. Just Dance scores are not part of a goof. The score is not part of the goof. Yeah. I've done a decent amount of Beat Saber, but I'm not good at it. But holy shit. When I did VR chat the first day and Lawman and Kelly were like showing me around, Lawman was like, honestly, I feel like, for me at least, doing VR stuff is like so good for me physically, because it like forces me to stand up and move around a lot, instead of just sitting all the time. And the last 2 days, I have been so sore. So my whole body is just sore from doing VR. And I wasn't like yesterday, it was literally just me walking around as a mushroom kid, right? I wasn't doing anything, but just like being like really physical with like, I guess it's kind of like doing something with weights on, like weight training, because you have like these big heavy things on your feet and you're holding the controllers and like moving around and trying to like move naturally. Yeah, I'm super sore everywhere. So Sam is what I have referred to many times, and Sam has not refuted it. Sam is a VR whore. So he like, when new stuff comes out, he gets it. So I'm literally using his extra and old stuff. He has an Index now, so I'm using his Vive Pro, which like the two systems that people recommend if you want to be doing like really intensive VR stuff are the Index or the Vive Pro, but the Index is like insanely expensive. So Sam got the Index because he does VR stuff all the time. And I've got the Pro setup, and so that's what I'm using, and it's great. People have said that if I use his Index controllers, I'll never want to use the Vive controllers again. And yesterday I picked up the Index controllers and I was like, I see why people say this. This is like very comfortable, because you don't have to be like gripping it all the time, because it's got a strap that like straps to your hand, and it registers if you're in like VR chat, say, if you're holding onto it and then you do like this, it knows exactly what you're doing with your fingers. So if you let go of it, your character is doing this, right? It's wild. So yeah, everybody was like, they're so comfortable. They're like really responsive. You're going to be really mad if you if you use his controllers. The Vive controllers hurt my hand a little bit because they're huge. I know you can. Index controllers are actually like sold out. They're also like $300. So I was saying, if it turns out that like I get super into VR like Sam is, and I'm just having a blast and I'm using it all the time, sure, maybe I would get index controllers. There's no reason, there's no point in me getting them right now because they're just so expensive and you can't even get them currently. But yeah, like just, I'm a small person. These controllers are huge. This is so big. And in order to do VR chat stuff, you basically are constantly touching and clicking this thing. But occasionally I have to touch this, and I feel like I have to like adjust my entire hand in order to hit that comfortably. So one day I would love to have a different controller system if I get super into VR and do it a lot. But otherwise, they are heavy as well, yeah. But yeah, I was talking with Kraken because the other thing that Sam had was extra trackers. So Kraken was like, how has VR been for you? Like, are you feeling comfortable with it and stuff? And I was like, yeah, I got, Sam gave me some trackers to try. So I've got the trackers all set up, and that's super fun. It's like crazy looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing like it actually using your body language. And he was so... Kraken was like, what the fuck? Why do you have trackers? I don't even have trackers. I was like, because Sam had extra trackers. Like, I literally, I haven't had to get anything for this. I haven't had to get anything for this. And I realize how unfair that is. I will acknowledge it. But, yeah. So... So that's a system that I have currently is the 3 Vive trackers, or three index trackers, 2 Vive controllers, and then the Vive Pro headset. I too have tiny hands. There's a lot of tech that I struggle to use. Yeah. This is why I don't get a different mouse. This is why I've had this exact mouse forever, because it's small and I know I like it. Yeah, if this is my marriage benefit, there are many benefits to a life with Sam. If one of them is that I get VR hand-me-downs, I'll take it. Tiny hand people rise. Yeah, Sam has joked that if ever there's like a really good, which there will be one day, whenever an extremely immersive, really well done VR MMO comes out, Sam's like, you'll never see me again. I'm gonna plug in and that's it. Like, great. That'll be when I move to the woods and no one ever hears from me again either. So I guess our plans are similar. The woods, nature's VR. Yeah. You could live in the woods in VR together. I have no interest or compulsion to spend my life in VR. VR is very fun. But it is not appealing to me to just jack in and never jack out. But Sam, he's like, that's endgame. That's the best. That sounds amazing. I want that. It is. Yeah, I've had no, with Callus Row specifically, I've had no issues with VR chat at all in terms of like loading and ping and all of that stuff. Fortunately, everything has always been totally fine. The only issues I've had have been if my model is like wigging out. Yesterday with Callus Row when I logged in, holy shit. And the whole time that I was playing as well, every now and then, just I couldn't see anything. And then suddenly I could see everything again. And then I couldn't see anything, and then I could see everything again. And I was like, ooh. Oh, yes, this is a babyface mixer. Yeah. So this Jesse and I have the exact same one. This is what Jesse was using, or talking about at least. It could just be VR chat. When it gets laggy, it does that. Yeah. I feel like the last few times that I've watched, like watching Kelly's VODs or Sketchu's VODs of Callus Row, there's usually some kind of lagging going on, and I can never tell if it's VR chat or if it's them. Seeing the lights go up and down in the corner of my eye on that mixer would send me crazy. I can't see it. It might look like it's parallel enough to me that I should be able to see I can see it if I'm looking in the camera. But like if I'm literally just here just talking, I can't see the things go up and down. Yeah. I mean, you know, the information that my eyes are perceiving, you know, it's basically turned into electrical signals, and then my brain tells me what it is that I'm seeing, and my brain probably at a certain point was like, ignore. That doesn't exist. It's not real. Ignore. Hi, Miori. How are you? Your brain realized it isn't predator or prey. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. One of those. da 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 da. That prediction was very funny. Everybody's so mad. I love it. Oh, my kitty's having a rough time health-wise. I'm here to unwind a bit. Thanks for the warm welcome. I was checking to see if any new emotes were added, and this one is absolutely precious. Yeah, the little Bobby. Oh, Miori, I'm sorry about your kitty. I hope they're okay. Thank you to Vega and Ampersand for redeeming ads. Oh, what a lie. I'm glad y'all got points. I might do that in the future. That is a very evil prediction to do. Everyone will also have super trust issues. Is that a neck tat? It sure is, because I love art. Da, 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 bwah, 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 bwah. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. No, here's what's weird is when I do the ad break, I almost always am humming a different song in my head than what that is. Than Girl from Ipanema. I hummed it one time and my sister was like, of all the things to hum, it's a catchy song. Get 10K subs, you buy one of those $800 ripped shirts. I've had this for a long time. How dare you? It did come pre-ripped, but it's from Target and it was like $5. Rum Tum Tugger is a curious cat. I don't know if you guys have seen, I know I mentioned it on another stream, but just, for the people who weren't here for it, if you were in our Discord, you should really look at the most recently added emotes, because one of them is quite curious. You could also call it cursed, sure. It's really good. Hey, you should join our Discord. It's lovely. It's very wholesome, very chill. We have a TTRPG section now for people to find other people to play with or talk about whatever for the stream games, for life. I don't know. That is something. Quite curious, wouldn't you say? We have a cat bot. That's true. is a curious cat. Oh my gosh, you're in jail. Messy Bristles, thank you very much for redeeming Friendship Jail to preserve the friendships of the two sides, the two warring sides, as it has always been through all eternity. People who love Rum Tum Tugger and people who don't. Who would win in a fight, Rum Tum Tugger or Mr. Mistopheles? The age-old question. We all had the t-shirt. I know too much about cats now. Last year, didn't know anything about cats. I'd never seen it. Didn't know anything. Now I know too much. I've watched too many videos about the Cats movie. I know too much. Cursed knowledge. What can you do? You're free. Free to exact vengeance on he who imprisoned me. Etc., etc., etc. Take me to Agrabah once. Lamp Chan. One day Lamp Chan will be real. Everything I learned about cats, I learned against my will. I was saying something like that. Oh, I remember now. I don't want this to turn into a discussion in my chat, so I'll tell you what it was, but please don't actually talk about it. Aaron found like a really strange TikTok themed like meme thing and was like, I feel like an old lady. I don't know what any of this is. I don't know what this is even talking about. And I had a reference to that vegan teacher on it. And I was like, I know who that vegan teacher is. Literally because other people have talked about her. It's entirely against my will. So, yeah, it made me laugh because I was like, I said something similar last night to Aaron. Oh no, you don't talk about it. If people want to know about it, they can go look for it. They got permabanned? Anyway, we're not talking about it. Anyway, we're not talking about it anymore. No idea who that is. Yeah, you could keep it that way and have a perfectly good life. Maybe even a better life. So guys, favorite color? Water. Shit. Is Cats so bad it's good? You know, I watched it with Kristen and Jeannie. I wouldn't watch it again. Is it so bad it's good? So bad it's good for me means I will watch it again. And I don't know if I would ever watch that movie again on purpose. There's Repo the Genetic Opera. That is so bad it's good. I've watched that movie too many times. Way too many times. Probably like 20 plus times. I have watched Repo the Genetic Opera. The music in it is just, oh God, that movie's so weird. I love it. Did you like Broadway Cats? I've never seen it. I've never seen. This is what I'm saying. I had no Cats knowledge before last year, and then Kristen and Jean. Well, no, actually, here's the timeline. I had no Cats knowledge until last year. I was stuck in Oregon. Danny and Mel were like, "Let's hang out. We know you're sad because you're away from your family, etc." Mel, it turns out, is like an old school Cats fan and had watched the new movie multiple times, even though she hates it. It's like that kind of a thing. So I was shown clips from the original Broadway, including the original Rum Tum Tugger song. And I was like, this is fucking weird. And they were like, we know. So I had that, right? I had seen the Rum Tum Tugger song, and I had seen Mr. Mistopheles with the electricity put in post. And so at a certain point last year, that was all the knowledge I had was the like really sexual Rum Tum Tugger song and Mr. Mistopheles with post-production electricity coming out of his fingers. So then we fast forward to Kristen and Jeannie being like, we should all watch Cats together, like the movie. And I was like, sure. So we all watched Cats the movie together, and I was informed that despite the fact that the like story of the movie made no goddamn sense, it turns out that the original Broadway show actually had less story. And like maybe it would have been better if they had less story in it. Wild. So, yeah, I watched a bunch of videos about the Cats movie and why it got made and how people felt about it. It was fascinating. You guys showed me Lindsay Ellis. I've now watched Lindsay Ellis's video on the Cats movie. And now I know too much. And now I know too much about a movie that I thought was like not good. Something that I do think is really interesting though is that apparently cuz like the Broadway show was meant to be a lot of dance, right? Like dance is like a huge part of the Broadway show. And I guess in movie form, apparently they were really uneasy about leaning so heavily on dance numbers. So there just weren't really many dance numbers. Which is sad. The most confusing part of Cats for me was why there were so many celebrities in it. I mean, look, here's the thing. If somebody came to me and was like, do you want to be in the Cats movie? We will post-production transform you into a cat. I would be like, I'm in. I don't care if it's garbage. I'm in. Yeah, there's apparently an edit of the movie where there's cat buttholes, and they edited those out. Also, Judi Dench's hand at the end is just her hand. It's great. It's wow, what a terrible movie. I'll never see it again. I'll never watch it again, but goddamn. Can you do a drawing stream of your cat's OC? My cat's OC. What kind of cat would I be if I was a cat? It wouldn't be an interesting one. My child. She's awake. Yeah, I would definitely be a curious cat. Not curious in the way that Rum Tum Tugger is. I wouldn't go humping everybody, but... I just watched Rum Tum Tugger because of you. What the hell? We went to check. So one of the things we did during the subathon, we did a jigsaw puzzle of Rum Tum Tugger from the movie. That's where the new cursed Discord emote is from, right? And we were talking about how all of the cats in Cats are based on T.S. Eliot poems about cats, right? So one of them is called the Rum Tum Tugger. It's a poem. And we were like, but does it imply that this cat is like making moves on every cat? My child is yelling in her room, but it just kind of sounds like like very like she's not trying very hard. I sell cabbages. Thank you very much for the gifted subs. Welcome to the Cat Gang, guys. Be sure to say thank you to I sell cabbages. I appreciate it. Yeah, just really mild yelling. Yeah, what the fuck? What is she doing? But anyway, yeah, we were like, he's really humpy in the Broadway show. Is that incorporated in the poem? And it is not. The Rum Tum Tugger poem is literally just about how weird cats are. That like you think you know what they want and then it turns out that's not what they want. Like that's the whole poem. What a curious cat. Why do they ask to be inside and then when you shut the door they want to be outside again? It's like that sort of a thing. And for some reason they were like, "No. This cat is DTF with all cats." This cat is making intense eye contact with all cats. I don't get it. I don't understand. There you go. Anyways, more curse knowledge for you. Why do I know so much about cats? I wish I didn't. It's the content we're looking for. I'm trying to keep this conversation as PG as possible because my mom watches most Saturday morning Doogers. Hi, Mommy. And I would rather not expand more on what I'm talking about with Rum Tum Tugger. Just watch the video. Just watch the original Broadway song. You'll know exactly what I'm saying. Hi, Mommy. I love you. I hope you're doing good. I'll call you soon. Surely she's seen it before. I mean, I had never seen it. I can't imagine a scenario in which my mom would have watched the Cats on Broadway movie. Yeah, just the confused Dooger face. Like, what is my daughter talking about? Jimmy, what's up? How are you? I think she's singing to herself, but every now and then it's like, "Mah!" And then it goes back to sounding like normal. Hold on. She's just singing. She's just in there singing. Occasionally she hits a note that needs to be belted. Who am I to limit her? No, we were laughing. I've mentioned this a couple of times on stream, so I'm sorry if you're hearing this again. But we're laughing because her preschool teachers will occasionally be like, she certainly loves to sing, huh? Because I guess, yeah, sometimes it's literally just silence. Like the kids are all eating and they're not really talking, and Clark will just be sitting there like just singing to herself while she's eating. I love it. My child. My child. It's very cute. Clark is so wholesome, right? I love it. She's just vibing. She's just eating her dinner, just having a great old time. She has a mixture of an American and an English accent. She doesn't sound like either. She sounds more English, I would say, but I'm also the American in the situation, so I don't know. But yeah. Oh my gosh, we did some painting yesterday. She took some tape and she put them on the wall. She's very proud of them. I was like, we could put them on the fridge with our magnets that we made. And she was like, no, I want to put them up in the living room. I was like, oh, well, okay. All right, then I guess tape it is. Clark's got that acting gene. Oh my God, does she? She is a ham, just like me. Yeah, she's understanding the watercolors better, which is good. Here she comes. She's understanding the watercolors better, which is great. Clarky. Hi. How are you?
I've got my pup, a chef, or a park.
They're for the park?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Are we going to put those on and go to the park? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Mommy, I want to go to the park.
You want to go to the park?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you feeling? Are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling better too. I'm feeling much more awake now, huh? And the sun is still out.
Sun!
The sun! It's out. Do you want to go see if Daddy's awake?
Are you still cooking?
They are my curtains, yeah. I had them closed because the sun was so bright. It was hurting my eyes. I was going, ugh. Ugh. You don't have to laugh to make me feel better. They're already better.
No, you are looking better.
I'm better.
Yeah.
It does make me happy to make you laugh. That's true. Even if it's a goofy laugh.
Yeah. Mommy, those were goofy.
Those were goofy laughs. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you go into Mommy and Daddy's room and see if Daddy's awake? And tell him that we're going to go to the park maybe?
Yeah, maybe Daddy can help me put these on.
Yeah, he could help you put those on for sure. Just see if he's awake, honey. Thank you. Daddy! I know. Isn't it wild? She, right before bed, right before she, climbed in, because...
Mommy, I can't.
You can't find him. He might already be awake then. He might be in the potty or something. So we'll let him just hang. He wasn't in bed though, yeah?
Yes, but he is awake.
Is he awake?
Help me for Kangi.
Sure, yeah, he could help you. One of us can help you for sure.
Okay.
Okay. Sam. My husband is in chat right now. I've been informed we're going to the park today, Sam, so. She said, hello, is anybody home? In our room.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said, hello, is anybody home?
Yeah, can you find Daddy? Let's be little explorers.
Let's be little explorers. Let's be detectives and find Daddy, huh? I have to say goodbye to chat, but I would love to do that. Do you want to say goodbye to chat with me?
Not yet.
Not yet? What else do we need to do before we can say goodbye?
Let's be little detectives.
What, if I'm going to be a little detective, then I have to walk away, huh? So now I should say bye-bye, and then I can come be a detective with you, right?
Okay, that sounds good.
That sounds good?
Yeah, it does, Mommy Detective.
Mommy detective, that's me. Ding. Do you want to sit with me, and we can read off the sub-names and then say bye-bye? Or do you want to walk around somewhere? It's totally up to you, darling.
Mommy Detective, let's go and get missing Daddy.
Let's go find that missing daddy. Okay, one sec. Let me read everything off. Let me read everything off, and then I will peace out. Okay. Ready? Are you ready to see something cool? So Maggie Pow Pow, it was their 2-year anniversary. Watch the screen. Look. Oh, look at all those cats. Wow. Yeah, one of them's eating. What are the other ones doing? Why is it glitching? At the end of it, it's glitching, isn't it? That's very odd. Maggie Pow Pow, happy 2 years. Bithrop, thank you for the 6 months. Weird Uncle Jay for the 55 months. Yorick the Skull for the 39. Difficult Deb, thank you for the 29 months. Megan Saries for the 56. Boner Yeast for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. I'm going to. I just have to finish this list, okay? I have to say a bunch of names, and then I have to say bye-bye. And then after I've said bye-bye, I can be a detective, okay? I just have to finish this.
Okay.
Okay, high five? Excellent. That was a very good high five. Well done. Leandro, thank you for the 27 months. Heronbug for the 13. Dizzleberg for the 2. Chazzy Chaz for the 21. Dorlugas for the 47. Smart Guy for the 65. Shadow of the Potato for the 15. Public Goat for the 15. Knit Nutter for the 8. Poison Puss for the 14. Best Ratchet for the 15. I have to say all the names and then I say bye-bye, darling. Scorpy and Jay Birdie and Wizard Zelcom, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Crabba for the 32. Sequel Zane for the 7. Needles and Candy, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Dan Flood for the 54. Chokosen for the gifted subs. Bakovic for the 25. Megan Topia for the 5. Yes? What am I looking at?
Mommy, what is that cat?
Oh, did a cat show up?
Yeah.
Do you want to see the Clarky cat while I read these? Hello, Clarky!
That's me.
That's the Clarky cat. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Megan Topia, thank you for the 5. Fizzonaut for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang.
What is a mommy cat?
We still only have the Clarky cat. We have the cat that's just for you. Huh, there's no mommy cat yet. But I know you keep saying you want there to be a mommy cat as well. Which is very sweet. Rebecca Snow, thank you for the 32. Aniki V0, thank you for the 3. Tactical Luke for the 45. Chapstick for the 34. Chaotic Connie for the 8. Mr. Mops for the 44. I Sell Cabbages for the gifted subs. Lady Arcana for the 46. Sam, thank you for the 69 months. Yes?
Mommy.
Yes, darling.
Hey.
I look silly?
No, you talk.
Oh, I'm trying to talk fast because you really want me to come be detective. So I'm trying to talk really fast, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Fight Groth, thank you for the 26. Obi for the 39. Mist and Chocolate for the 55. Whiskey for the 66. And Michael Wayne for the biddies. Leviathan Danger for the 23 months as well. Almost 2 years. We had a couple of Valentines. Midwinter Lily said to Dodger's parents. And King's Warrior said sending love and hugs to every person in chat today. Clarky, don't go downstairs yet, please. Can you stay with me until I'm done? I'm almost done. Just one more thing, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Mommy, what are that?
What's up?
What are that?
I don't know.
Who is he?
Who's who? That person right there?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be me. Do you think it looks like me?
Yes, it is you.
Is it me? I'm so glad you think so.
What are you?
Where am I? It shows up once every 30 minutes. 15 or 30 minutes. I can't remember how often I have it set. So we have to wait and then it shows up again. You know?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Be quiet.
Be quiet? I have to finish talking. Otherwise I can't leave. Okay? One more minute? One more minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Sending love and hugs to every person in chat today. I appreciate each of you and the fun and love and entertainment you bring and add to this awesome community. I love watching Dodgers streams, but it's your comments and how you encourage each other and cheer each other on that makes me so happy to be part of this incredible group of people. Don't ever forget you are smart, funny, beautiful, sweet, giving, and you can overcome anything. Thank you, King's Warrior. All right. Nobody redeemed the raid, so let's see who's streaming right now.
You are screaming.
I am streaming. That's true, but I'm about to leave, aren't I? So I'm going to send everybody to someone else. So let's see who else is doing stuff right now. We haven't said hi to Carson in a while. Let's go say hi to Carson. There we go. And I'm going to go. I'll see you guys for Just Dance tonight. But I'm going to go be a mom and take my kid to the park, I guess. So I'll see you guys next time. Have fun. Bye-bye.